Hello world, it is me, Bree Bandz, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm going to get straight into it. So today, I wanted to talk about how literally you create your reality. Like everything, the world, the life that you're living right now is the life that you created for yourself. And how everything is a projection. Literally everything in this whole world is a projection. Like everything you feel internally about yourself and everything that you feel that you deserve and that you deserve to have, you will have. So, and you know what brought me to talking about this like right now, making this video right now, is because I was just on the phone with my sister and I was just going like I was just like getting really into the topic because earlier today, you know, I went to like this little mentorship thingy, whatever, and you know, just the people that were around me were just really projecting, because there were people on the stage that were, I would say were, I'm just gonna assume because of their like the way that they were acting and their projections and all like that stuff, were where they wanted to be. But since they see people who are actively where they want to be and where they strive to be, and they see themselves not there, they're going to act in insecurity and they're going to project how they feel truly about themselves and act in that certain way. And they're just putting out all their insecurities and projecting how they felt about themselves and belittling the people who they wanted to be, who are on the stage, to make themselves feel better because they were jealous. And maybe it's like the fine eye, it didn't seem like jealousy because, you know, it's just like, you know, teenagers were you know, kids were immature, you know, we're bored, we're sitting there, we're seeing people talk on the stage, whatever. So obviously we're trying to pass time. But if you really look at it and look at it for what it was and look at it for what it is, it's people just trying to get validation from everybody else around them to make themselves feel better about how they felt truly about themselves and the position that they're in for them, like the position that they put themselves in. Basically, that is why I am talking about today how everything in this life is a projection, and how you are in control of your life, and how if you really want something, you could have it. But it just all starts with believing that you can have it. In this world, and the way that society is built and the way that things are put into place, you know, they want you to think that certain things are so out of reach and certain things you can't achieve, and certain things like this, there's certain goals that are just too high and unachievable. Like you see NBA players, you know, being in the NBA, and then if you tell your teacher in school, hey, I want to be in the NBA, they're gonna be like, I don't know if that's gonna happen, buddy. Like they're gonna try to put you in their place or put you in your place. But literally the only person that could put you in your place is God. And God is the only person that knows where your place is. So don't ever allow anybody to tell you you can't do something, or that something, your dreams are too high, or don't ever allow somebody to put a limit on you, because God says that you're limitless. God says the sky is the limit. God said anything is possible through Him. And once you start imprinting that belief into your mind and imprinting that belief into your internal, it'll project out into your external, and just start to come to realization that everything is just a projection. Everybody is just going to project how they feel and their internal beliefs onto you, because you know, you might want to go to the NBA, you might have dreams and aspirations to go to the NBA, but you know, that old ass nigga, he's old already. Like that nigga can't go to the fucking, like, I mean, if he puts his mind to, but his mind is not in the right place. That old ass nigga, he's a fucking teacher, makes $24,000 a year, something like that. I don't know how much teachers make, but he's a fucking teacher. He's settled, or maybe that's actually the profession that he was called to do and he really likes to do. But a good teacher wouldn't tell a kid that they can't do something, and that's all I'm gonna say. But he's obviously in a state of projection, and he feels like when he was that age, you know, he couldn't do it. You know, he didn't really have that limitless mentality. He didn't do it because he didn't set himself up in the position to do it. So now he's going to project down to you until you can't do it. And that's just an example, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, it's easy to get into the NBA, because it's not easy to get into the NBA. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of, you know, AAU teams, all that stuff, a lot of money, a lot of work, a lot of all that. But I'm just using it as an example. Keep what you want to do, and keep all your goals, and keep everything that you want for yourself in this life between you and God, and you and the Most High. Because there's going to be people out there who are going to hear what you want to do, hear your goals, hear your ambition, and especially old people. Like, not necessarily trying to call somebody like in the age group of 30 or 40, but like old people, like people past, you know, I'm not even going to put a time, let's just skip that. But especially old people, they're going to look at your ambition, and they're going to, you know, project how they feel about themselves, and project what they think that they can do and what they can't do. And they're going to try to put a limit onto you because they put a limit onto themselves. Don't listen to those people, because like I said, the only person who can tell you can't do something is God. And God will never tell you that you can't do anything. So just understand that everything starts within. Anything that you think of somebody else is probably something that reflects back into you. Everything that you think you deserve, you will get. Right? So if I think, oh, I deserve a mansion, boom, what am I going to do to get a mansion? Because if I feel like I deserve a mansion, if I feel like I don't deserve to be in the position I am right now, if I feel like I don't deserve to be in an apartment, and, you know, I want something bigger and better for myself, okay, cool, I deserve that. So what am I going to do to get to that place, to live the life that I'm deserving of? It all starts with you. It all starts with, you know, it all starts within. Because within, so without. So it's just all about switching your mindset, switching how you view things, switching how you take people's opinions, and take people's comments, and take people's, you know, little gibbers and jabbers and little like comments towards you and little jokes, and how you flip it. Because everybody's gonna laugh at you when you first start doing something. Or like when I was in high school, before I like started taking pictures, before I like had a little glow up, you know, people would always, all the time, they would always have a comment to say about my body. They'd always have a comment to say about my looks. They always try to be funny. But then boom, once I start getting a little bit of followers on Instagram, not saying I have a lot of followers on Instagram, but once I started getting traction, I started taking pictures and started modeling and all this stuff, people out of nowhere, you know, people that would laugh at me, people that would make jokes at me, people who would make comments and project, they out of nowhere wanted to be my friends. They wanted to mess with me. They wanted to, you know, be in my space, be in my energy. But everybody's gonna laugh at you. Everybody's gonna reject you because they don't understand you, and they're just projecting. You know, when people don't understand something and people are jealous of what you can do and want to do what you can do, but can never do what you can do because they're so stuck in their ways, and so stuck with their thought process, and so stuck in how they think, and are so closed-minded that they just continually stick with their constant day-to-day cycles and choices, and, you know, their thoughts. You know, they're always going to project that onto you when you're breaking away from what society does, and when you're breaking away from what the world wants you to do, and from what the world wants you to think. And even with social media, like, that's one of the main reasons why I take a lot of social media breaks, because social media is put into place to mess up your brain. Social media is a bunch of people stating their opinions out there. You know, you're reading, and reading is like, you gotta be mindful of what you put your attention to and where you put your mind to, because your attention is the most valuable thing in the world. And if you constantly put your attention towards things that serve you no good and serve no purpose in your life, it's just gonna hinder you and hold you back from where you need to be and where God wants you to be, and from all the blessings that God has in store for you. So like, I feel like nowadays social media is so pushed, because social media, everything that is wrong is glorified. Everything that is negative is glorified. I'm not saying everything on social media, because it all depends on what you put your, you know, who you follow, who you allow to come into your, you know, energy, like your space, I guess. But, you know, when you're on that For You page, when you're on that Explore page, you can't really control what pops up. Even though, you know, it depends, like, if it's tailored to your interests. But, like, sometimes some videos, you know, may pop up. Some trends, you know, may pop up. You can't really have 100% control on social media. And especially on Instagram, like, when you're following your mutuals, you know, they're reposting things and just reposting a bunch of negativity, and just, that's, I mean, just hit that unfollow button, if I'm being honest. Hit that unfollow button. Get rid of these niggas. But it's just like, everything is so put out there, so then you can, to hinder your thoughts and to hinder your thought process and to mess with your internal. Because like I said, everything is a projection. And like, on another note, like with social media, a lot of people, especially in my age group, like, they have no ability to think for themselves. Like, all their opinions, everything in their internal, you know, everything that they're projecting out is things that they get from social media. Like, all their opinions on men, all their opinions on life, all their opinions on, you know, just going around day by day, like, they really don't have the, like, I'm not saying everybody, but it's coming to an extent where it's like a lot of people just copy and just think with the world, think not for themselves, don't really take the time to be like, okay, I see this, how do I truly feel about this? They just follow the masses, because that's what they want you to do. Media is the easiest way for mind control. I might sound crazy, like, but I'm not crazy. It's like, you're just gonna have to take time to understand, and it's gonna click. You know, it's gonna click to everybody one day. But media is the easiest way for the government, for the world, for, you know, demons, devil, whatever. The media is the easiest way to control people's minds. Like, if you think of back in the day, like during World War II era, like all that stuff, how they use propaganda tactics. Like, even with the Holocaust, they use propaganda, like, to make, like in Germany, they used propaganda to make people in Germany hate Jewish people, to glorify what was going on in the Holocaust and all that stuff. And like, even with what's going on in Palestine and Gaza, like, thank God for, you know, TikTok and people to be able to put out the truth. But if people weren't able to put out the truth in certain platforms and in certain aspects, the media, you know, the media controls people's minds. So the media is not putting out what is actually truly going on in those countries. The media is not putting out, you know, the sickness and the wrong that is going on, because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know the truth. And like Jesus said, the truth shall always have a problem saying that, but the truth shall set you free. So always seek the truth, always seek knowledge, always seek the greater good, because everything that's in the internal projects out to the external. So if you have a lot of good in here, you have a lot of good out there. If you have a lot of bad in here, you have a lot of bad out there. And that's with your mindset, like how you view the world, how you view certain people, how you view, literally, if you take time to get out all that gunk, get out all those, you know, imprinted subconscious beliefs, like those subconscious beliefs that have been imprinted in you by those around you since you were a child, get that out of your brain, you'll feel so free. And it's like, it's hard for people to do that, because initially when they get the tools to do that and they read, you know, people tell them to read, people to tell them to tap into God, you know, just to cut out certain things, like cut out drinking, cut out partying, cut out just smoking and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I'm not trying to do that. Oh, nah. Like, I see this person on the internet doing that. Oh, my favorite rapper. Oh, yeah, he smokes all the time. Fuck that shit. I'm not trying to be like y'all. But it's like, okay, all right. But then you say that, but then you're complaining about being in the same situation that you're always in. You're complaining about how you don't have enough money. You're complaining about how you're not where you want to be. Okay, so if you hate where you are right now and you have certain things where you want to be, how do you think you're going to get to where you want to be if you're not putting anything into place to change who you are right now? Because who you are right now is the person who deserves exactly, well, to you, because you have what you deserve. And I'm not saying like people who are in like toxic, abusive, like, take what I said there very, very, very with a grain of salt. But not really, but with a grain of salt. You have what you deserve, you know. You are in the position where you think you need to be in, because once you snap into what you want and really set goals for yourself and act in a way that a person who is deserving of those things would act, you'll get it. Once you set your mindset with, okay, this is possible for me, you know, I'm capable of having this, I'm capable of doing this, this is capable for me, it will be capable for you. You will have it. But it all starts internally, because like I said, everything is a projection. And I am going to leave that off. Thank you guys for watching that video. I'm gonna make more videos whenever I feel the spirit, because I just really felt the spirit of talking right now. And my sister said to journal, but I was like, you know what, I have to, you know, I have to act on what I preach on, because I can't just be a speaker. That's one of the main things I'm working on, like walking and not talking, because it's so easy to walk. I mean, it's so easy to talk about what you're gonna do rather than actually do what you want to do. And always do what y'all want to do, and don't tell nobody what you want to do, because once you tell somebody your goals and once you tell somebody your prayers, you know, you don't know the type of energy, you don't know the type of, like, you don't know what type of energy they're gonna put on to what you're trying to manifest into your reality. So always keep that stuff between you and between God, because God always has your best interest at heart. And just always remember that. Just know God always got you. God got you. So yes, God did. And I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope that this video resonates, and I hope that this video helps you get out of whatever situation you're getting out of, and I hope this video really helps you to open your mind and, you know, want to get into that internal to have a nice external, because with so within, so without. And on that note, yeah.